Since I haven't made a story video in a while, I'm making one right now. So one time when I was about 6 or 7, it snowed really bad. There was snow in my yard. I was all dressed up in my winter jacket. I lived in my old house at the time. I didn't live in this neighborhood. I used to live in Ocean Acres on Mermaid. My house was 150 and I was on the corner of Outbreak and Mermaid. So, sorry about that. That was a car. So, when I had friends, they usually lived far away. Like, I had like older friends, like about 2 or 3 blocks away. And then I had my younger friends, like a street down. And then I had my best friend at the time, Peyton, with his giant posse. And then I had my other friend, Trevor, who was younger than me, surprisingly. But I loved that kid, not in a homosexual way, but that kid was my best friend. I'll talk about that later. But basically, I lived in this neighborhood. I lived on a main street, and there was nothing really to do. So I just found giant chunks of ice that, in my mind of a 6-year-old, I was like, well, you know what would be hilarious if I just tried to chuck a giant block of ice at a car? Because, yeah, that's smart. And this is no joke, true story. I feel so retarded. And I didn't know what would happen, and because I had a weak throwing arm at the time, I thought it wouldn't hit the car. So it was like, I thought like literally nothing about the situation. So I was like, you know what, Mr. Devil on my shoulder, since I'm bored as hell and I don't have anything else to do, yeah, I'll do it. So I just chucked a block of ice at this like white Subaru. It was like, you know those like short cars, like the regular ones there's like one over the bush. They're kind of like that one-ish. Sorry, my camera's really blurry. It's been in my bag with melted chocolate all day. So basically, I chucked the giant block of ice. It hit the front of a car. I was like, holy guacamole, I'm gonna die. And then basically I just hear brake slam, and then she just drives kind of up the street. I was like, holy shizoos, please did not see where Misa was at these. And I just like bolted into the backyard. She like drove into our driveway, got out of her car, and then just strolled all over to me and said, is this your house? And I was like, mm-hmm. Shake my head, yes. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, okay, sweetie, I'm going to have to talk to your parents because you're a dummy. And then she just goes inside my house. Like, she knocks on the door, waits for my stepmom to answer. And then they talk, and as soon as the words from this random person, she was like 30 or something with blonde hair. For the first words from this chick were, you have a dumb kid who threw a block of ice at my car. And then as soon as my stepmom heard those 5 words, she told me to go sit in my room. Well, so I just went to my room, and then my stepmom took away my DS after this situation because I threw a block of ice at a car. And so that's basically the story. I got grounded for like 2 weeks. All I had was my DS. I was in a cave of darkness with my brother who was 18. The end.